According to Sports Illustrated, teams involved in Davante Adams' trade market have become convinced that the Raiders are engineering a trade to the New York Jets. And it seems as though that is where Adams wants to go. It seems that's what is kind of in motion. And teams know this, according to the reports, that it is a more likely destination. Meaning that the teams that want to get involved, i.e. the Buffalo Bills or Pittsburgh Steelers, seems like KC's out. These are the two most likely or candidates to land Adams. They're going to have to one-up the New York Jets in order to make this thing happen. So it's been rumored that Adams wants to go to New York. It's been rumored all offseason that Aaron Rodgers wants to play with him again. Even saying on a golf course when interviewed once in passing, I can't wait to play with him again. Not I hope to play with him. It would be great to play with him. I can't wait to play with him again. And that sparked a lot of offseason controversy. We came in, we broke it down. We told you this could happen. This may not happen. We can't avoid Garrett Wilson off of the speculation, but we also have to keep it in mind. Right now, we have a lot of things to consider, including Garrett Wilson's value go forward, his buy low value off of a panic by this report once even more people, dig into it tomorrow. This is from NBC Sports, posted not too long ago. It reads, the Jets have been a hypothetical trade destination ever since Aaron Rodgers joined them last offseason, and the Raiders shipped Adams' college BFF Derek Carr to the Saints. Bleacher Report, Jordan Schultz reported earlier that in the week that the Jets are the preferred destination of Adams, who is unlikely to play another snap for the Raiders. He has taken his last snap as a Las Vegas Raider, which means the Raiders want to get this done sooner than later. I'm not saying it happens this week, but it feels like it would be in the best interest of the Raiders to do it this week. We'll find out what's in store for this situation and more. The Fantasy Football Show Emergency Graveyard Edition. We might even do a draft after we talk about this edition. Begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
Come on, man. Pick up.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey, man, it's Davante Adams again. Call me back, bro.
In your eyes, the light that hit your eyes, I'm complete, flawless.
Your eyes,
Garrett Wilson and the boys.
your eyes,
Rodgers has new toys.
your eyes,
The lights, the heat.
your
A
eyes,
Jets fan complete.
your eyes.
This has been something people have been talking about for a while, because even Garrett Wilson changed his number from 17 to 5, opening up the 17. And then we all kept saying, okay, what's that mean? And Aaron Rodgers saying, I want to play with her. I can't wait to play with him again. It's all been in motion. But the thing is, we can't be certain that this is the landing spot yet, because it comes down to what is offered by the other parties. If Pittsburgh says, damn, it's being made aware, right? Let's read this carefully. Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer reports teams involved in Davante Adams' market have become convinced the Raiders' start is focused on engineering a trade to the Jets. Their start is to try and engineer a trade to the New York Jets, which means this is kind of like a negotiating tactic in a way. You're letting someone know you're going in this direction. The Jets really want it. They're going to potentially put an offer in, right? Just like a buying of a home, and there's multiple bidders on the market. What does the real estate agent tell the current, prospective third person to get involved, fourth person to get involved? Hey, they got an offer on the table. This couple just sent a big fat offer, and we got to get competitive here. We got to send something and hope we beat it. Why don't we get aggressive and send 10,000 over the asking price, 25 over the asking price? Let's do a bidding war. That's essentially what the Jets are trying, or the Raiders are trying to do here, is set the Jets up as the engineered destination of choice. This is what Adams wants. They can get it moving. And then they're going to turn to the Raiders, or turn to the Steelers and turn to the Buffalo Bills and say, last call, going once, going twice, and hopefully they get the best deal they can get out of that competition. I'd be surprised if the Jets don't also in turn say, look, everyone's worried about this $900 and whatever $1,000 per week discount if you get this deal done later and later and later. I'll pull up that report. I've got the numbers here. It's a pretty big number each week. Right now, the current cap value of Davante Adams to acquire him is $13.5 million for a team to acquire him tonight. And this is currently still Wednesday. I know a lot of you on the East Coast are looking at a potential 3 a.m. time frame right now. I'm right before midnight. So to acquire him at midnight tonight, my time, $13.5 million. Washington Commanders, we haven't heard much from them. They might be involved. 27.8 mil cap space. Dallas Cowboys, 24.4. New York Jets, 17.8. Steelers, 12.6. I don't know what the Buffalo Bills cap space is at the current moment, but we're talking about teams getting $900 and something $1,000 knocked off every week that goes forward. But if you're the New York Jets and you got $17.8 million, are you worried about $900,000? Are you worried about getting this done now? Are you worried about other teams who are willing to wait later do you want them to get involved next week? Probably not. So I think the Jets are going to get aggressive here, especially this is what Aaron Rodgers wants, number one. Number two, Robert Saleh's fighting for his job. So he wants this too. He wants whatever it takes to get wins and to have a successful season, or he's gone. And on top of that, it's like they have a lot invested in Aaron Rodgers right now. You hear Jerry Jones talk about the now. We're playing for the now. We're playing for this year. We're all in. We're all in. Well, no one's more all in than the New York Jets. They don't have an option. They don't have a next year they're going to develop, Jordan Travis? We don't know what he's going to be. You are literally all in. You know what happens when you don't have a signal caller. You already kind of don't have what your offense should be right now in place, in motion. Garrett Wilson's upset. That's another indication I think something's brewing, because Garrett Wilson's speaking out loud, talking about how they don't use him the way they used him last year with Zach Wilson. He's not happy. Garrett Wilson's not happy with, I believe, probably not happy with Aaron Rodgers, but they did love Aaron Rodgers. I assume they still do, all those young kids over in New York, but I have a feeling things are a little bit rocky right now. And I think everyone involved, from the brass down to Saleh, down to Aaron Rodgers really is kind of, in a way, the head coach here. I think they're all in a panic mode, a state of panic, and they think to themselves, we have a 1-year window. Like, that's what our guarantee feels like. We're guaranteed to have a shot, at least, of having this window of time right now. We don't even know what Aaron Rodgers can do in the offseason in terms of staying healthy. Is he even going to want to come back? He said he wants to do a 2-year stint, maybe more. That was before he really got into the thick of it. He's back there. He's getting hit. He's getting abused. He's got a whole offseason he's got to go through again next offseason. We don't know what's in store. The window is open. It feels kind of like it's closing. Adams coming in almost certainly puts this offense on a whole nother level. Now, the implications to Garrett Wilson's value, not good. The implications to Breece Hall, maybe it hurts Brees a little bit, but I got to ask you the question of, do you want Brees in the red zone or do you not? He's efficient. He's ultra efficient. And if Adams is out there and Garrett Wilson is not really doing it anyway right now, what's it matter? In a way, I kind of feel like Brees Hall is a winner in this situation because he ends up getting in the red zone. He lives in the red zone. He sees less stacked boxes. Davante Adams commands double teams. Commands it. Maybe Garrett Wilson plays better. Maybe Garrett Wilson doesn't play as well as we wanted to this year, but maybe he starts playing better if you've got double teams on Davante Adams. He lives with double teams. I think Brees Hall might be the real winner here if this happens. A real convenient, wide open rushing lane, high efficiency player to survive this the best way anybody could. I think maybe Brees Hall's somebody I'm going to buy low. I think Garrett Wilson's somebody I'm going to panic on, but I don't know if I can sell him medium to low. I don't think it would be worth it. I would certainly try. Now would be the time to try to do a 2-for-1. Garrett Wilson and Deontay Johnson for a baby upgrade at wide receiver. Just a one or two wide receiver spots, or even an even Steven but safer wide receiver. Garrett Wilson and maybe a player like, maybe you don't need one of the pickups of the week, Bigsby, or I hate to say Bucky Irving because I love Bucky Irving. Maybe you got Kareem Hunt. You don't need him. He's great. I'm not saying don't use Kareem Hunt, but you use a combo of that to get into just a little bit safer wide receiver. Talking about MHJ, doubted a little bit this week. Let's go get MHJ. Let's go get MHJ using Garrett Wilson and Kareem Hunt. Using Garrett Wilson and a running back. Using maybe ETN and Garrett Wilson to go get a St. Brown if that's even possible. Maybe we go get Mike Evans for Garrett Wilson in small side piece that's doing well. Would I trade Deontay and Garrett Wilson for Mike Evans? You bet your bottom dollar. Would I trade Deontay Johnson and Garrett Wilson for MHJ, St. Brown, Mike Evans? You bet your bottom dollar. I'm trying to get out in sneaky fashion. Do I give up Garrett Wilson to upgrade my QB, let's call it Dak Prescott type of quarterback, into a buy low Mahomes, a Josh Allen, a Jalen Hurts, a JD5? You bet your bottom dollar. That's how you can get out of the Garrett Wilson game without losing your shirt, because it's going to take something creative like that to get out of it. Brees Hall, I'm fine with this. Garrett Wilson, we're panicked. Aaron Rodgers, value goes up. Superflex, you're using him. Non-Superflex, no one's really starting Aaron Rodgers anyway. Might you start looking at it? Maybe. Depends on the quarterback climate. A quarterback or two gets hurt, then Aaron Rodgers starts becoming a good option. But look, Davante Adams, what's his value look like? That's the last person to talk about. We haven't talked about that yet. You could say Bowers' value goes up, maybe. Yeah, I mean, probably. But I mean, Adams isn't out there anyway. Trey Tucker, you got Jacoby going up in value. I don't think they become elite wide receiver 3s, but you don't know which one. I'd say wide receiver 4 or 5s. I'd say sure. Waiver wire guys, definitely grab them if you need a wide receiver. Think like Naylor's value last week, what we thought Naylor could be this week with Addison back, and you're like, okay, that's good value. I'll pick him up. Bye weeks coming up, injuries, etc. But really, Davante Adams becomes a winner here off the mere fact that he goes to become the target hog. You know, Garrett Wilson doesn't scare me as much as Davante Adams would scare me if I'm a Garrett Wilson. You know what I mean? Like if I'm an Adams owner, I'm not scared of Garrett Wilson because he's not doing it. And Aaron Rodgers is going to gravitate toward Adams. He always, it doesn't matter who's on the roster, he gravitates toward one guy. We already know Adams and him, they're going to be like this. It's going to be like playing catch in the backyard. So I think there's a world where this guy lives in maybe the Mike Evans range. I don't think I buy him there, but I certainly buy him slightly below that. If I own him, I probably hold. But you also have a waiting game. He's got a hamstring. Does he not get traded this week because of the hamstring? Do they potentially send him? He has to sit out a week. Is the hamstring real? Is it all fabricated? Probably is. I don't know, though. No one really knows. Probably is a fake hamstring injury. Maybe he has a little tightness, or he did and he doesn't anymore. But there's still a chance that you don't see him for a couple weeks or at least 1 week. So you got to keep that in mind too. If you're 1 win, 0 wins, you're 0-4, you're 1-3. You can't really take too many risks when it comes to a guy not playing for you. You're trading for him. If I've got Puka Nacua, would I trade Puka and another small piece like Deontay Johnson for Davante Adams? I think I would. Would I trade Cooper Kupp for Adams? Probably not. Because this guy's probably not playing for 1, maybe 2 weeks. And Cooper Kupp will then be roughly a week away from coming back. So really, really tough. Realistically, he's got 1 year left on his deal contract-wise when you look at the contract, the actual contract. And it's, he has this year and then 1 more year left, essentially. Hey, Smitty, worth dropping likely for either Sermon or Gibson? I would say no, bro. Even if Gibson gets the start, he fumbles it away, or it's 50-50 anyway. Currently, Achan. I'm probably keeping likely. If Andrews goes down, bro, likely goes back into the top 5, 6, 7. My Mahomes and Braylon Allen for Love and Chase Brown. I'd rather have Mahomes, my guy. Mahomes is still a top 3 QB to me. I know a lot of people think he's not top 10, but it's going to be a long year for either me or the doubters. Drop Leggett for Dell. Someone drop Dell. Absolutely pick up Tank Dell, my guy. 100%. All right, let's get into a draft. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Let's do a Battle Royale week number 5 draft on Underdog. Let me drop the Underdog link for you right now. Here it is. Do it live. There it is. I will pin said link in the live chat. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Promo code Smitty will get you 50% match on your first deposit just by hitting that link I just dropped in the live chat, or it's in the description if you're watching the replay of the video. You hit the link, you sign up with the code Smitty, the link inserts code Smitty for you, or you enter code Smitty, you get 50% off your first deposit. You do a $10 minimum, that's all you got to do. They'll give you $5, so you have $15. These drafts are $5 each. That's 3 drafts for week 5. You drop 100, they'll give you 50. You drop 1,000, they'll give you 500. You drop 2,000, they'll give you 1,000, all the way up to $1,000. So, open up the app. I just dropped the link. Open up the app. Go to the Battle Royale week number 5. It's a $5 entry. There's some $10 stuff. It's the $5 entry. Hit the green button now. I'm going to wait about 5 seconds because of the YouTube delay, and then we're going to jump into a draft together. So, do it live. All right, here it is. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty Battle Royale. 1 more to start. Jump in. This is not week 4 any longer. I'll get rid of that. 2 super chats here. BT, appreciate you. Say, hey, Smitty, should I trade my BTJ and Sermon for Devonta Smith? I would definitely take Devonta Smith, bro. 100%. Burn, appreciate you. Start Ford or Bucky. If Bucky plays, I'm going Bucky. He's kind of like iffy, but I think he'll play. 100%. Bucky's exciting, bro. I think he's going to be a league winner. And I don't know if you heard the report today where opposing defenses are preparing for Bucky to be the focal point of the offense. So Bucky looks exciting, bro. Looks absolutely exciting. Okay, I'm in the 5 spot. We're going to do at least 2 of these. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Guys, here's the link. Please click the link. Sign up. If you don't get into this one, you'll get into the next one. You'll be signed up in time if you click the link now. Even if you don't get in, click now, sign up so you're ready to go next time. And that way you're going to be able to draft. Maybe it's too late for you right now to jump in. It's okay. Just sign up right now and you'll be good to go. 4 seconds left in this draft begins. These go really quick. It's 6 players in each draft. There's only 6 rounds. So you draft 6 starters. And then you try and win 30K. First place is 30K. Thousands of entrants, but it is absolutely fun and a blast to do. BT Cameron says BT or Worthy this week. I'm going to go with Worthy, my guy. Pretty easy call for me. Jamar Chase, let's see who's available. Jamar Chase, Reed, Kenneth Walker. I'm gonna go Jamar here. Do I go? What do I do? My next pick. Board view. Jamar Chase, back-to-backs here for Shep. We got Superfish in this draft. Kenneth Walker, nice pick. He's going to have a good day. I like Kenny Walker this week. Another super chat here from Ian. Ian, appreciate you. On the clock, let me go over and draft real quick. I'm going to probably go... And I really would have liked Josh Allen. But that's okay. Let's go with... Let's go Debo. Ian says Ladd and BT or JMO for Adams. Ladd and BT or JMO. First of all, JMO I want over BT in a redraft. And give me Adams all day long. Jacobs for Adams. Yeah, I'd probably do that too. But I'd rather do the other one. Appreciate you, Ian, for the super chat, my guy. Achan, Hall, Bijan. I'm going to go Hall, Bijan, Achan in that order. But that's including these 2 weeks. If you could, transport me to Tua being back to, the third game from now, then I'd probably put Achan 2 or maybe 1. But it just depends on if you can wait, Like, can you endure maybe 2 losses or 1 loss and 1 win? Devontae Wicks or Cortland Sutton Wicks. Bro, Christian Watson's, hurt again. Bucky is a dog. Bucky is a total dog, bro. Abso-freaking-lutely. All right, here we go. We're almost on the clock here. There's a couple players I really like here that I want to take, but I don't know. Stephon Diggs, okay. Dalton Kincaid, man, I'm gonna go with Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm gonna go with the triple wide, triple wide. Look at that, Chase, Debo, MHJ. I got Debo against MHJ, MHJ against Debo. I got Jamar Chase against Baltimore this week. Promo code Smitty, guys. Code Smitty, Underdog. The link's in the live chat pinned. The link's in the description of the video. Smash it. Do it live. So I know Achan's a tough, player to count on right now. But it's a great value here. And I still believe in him tremendously. So this is a really good team. To get Achan in round 4. To have those wide receivers, Debo, MHJ, Jamar Chase, and to take my chance on Achan here, come on, forget about it. It's a great team right there. It's a great quad. It's a great quad, bro. All right. Anyway, code Smitty, Underdog Fantasy. They will, using code Smitty, they will give you a 50% match on your first deposit up to $1,000. Meaning, if you do $2,000, they'll give you $1,000. If you do the minimum of $10, they'll give you $5. And these drafts cost $5 each, so you'll have a total of $15 just by depositing $10 on your first deposit using code Smitty or the link that inserts code Smitty for you. And you'll have 3 drafts for week number 5 that you could do by doing a $10 deposit. That's simple, ladies and gentlemen. It is that simple. Code Smitty or the link in the description or the live chat that's pinned. Drop Braylon Allen for Bucky. Can you drop your kicker and just kind of like try and make a trade? I hate dropping Braylon Allen. What if something happened? What if you could trade him to the Hall owner? If you own Hall, you have to keep him. I'd almost just like roll without a kicker for now and then pick one up on Sunday morning. That's kind of how I look at it, bro. All right, let's go with Stroud here. Actually, that was a dumb move because the guy that was a dumb move. The guy before me, or right after me, already has Josh Allen. He can't pick another quarterback. The column's grayed out. I should have went with my tight end of choice here. Yeah, that was stupid. That was really stupid. Although I don't know it's going to change anything. But he certainly could take the tight end that I want here. I don't know what's the status of McBride? Limited Wednesday. God, do I take McBride here, guys? Do I risk it? I just don't know if he's gonna. This could ruin the whole thing. It can make or break it. Do I ride on McBride? Let's just take a gamble that he plays. If he does, this is a fantastic team. C.J. Stroud, McBride. He's limited. We'll have to see. He's limited. We'll have to see. There's no guarantees. It's speculative that he's going to play. That's a good squad. They've got to rate me like really high. I got to be in the 80 point something. 80, 81, 82, 83 projected points. I have to be. Unless they look at McBride as a 0, you know what I mean, until he gets to go ahead. But wow, what a squad. What a squad. Vamp is in the last spot there. Is that our Vampy? 75.3. They gave Vampy an 81. Let's look at Vamp's team. Love, Jordan Mason, Jacobs, Neighbors. Neighbors is a little bit iffy. Okay, let's go. Let's do one more. Click the Battle Royale. Week number 5. Smash the button. Get into it now. Hit the button. Do it live. Battle Royale. That filled quick. I'm in the last spot. Vampy. Appreciate you, pal. Vampy in the building. Vampy, no pressure at all. But send me a text. I'm even available now if you're free. But I had a question for you about California. Heading there in March. My boy Vampy. I love my boy Vampy. Let's see here. Smitty has a particular set of skills that make him a nightmare for league mates. Skills I've acquired over a long period of time, by the way. Okay, kind of like having the last pick is you can grab, you always feel like you have two guys you want in these smaller drafts, and then it's so nice to have them back to back. You do miss out on a couple of the big dogs. So choose 3 to start: Kyron, Kenneth Walker, Mason, and Jaden Reed. You got to put Reed on the bench in this situation, but damn good options, bro. And I don't even think you should trade them necessarily. Like, the depth is very nice, All right, Vampy, I think I see your text. Give me 1 second. And please let me get, who's this guy? Pick somebody I don't want here. Kyron, damn you, bro. Jamar Chase again. Let's go, Josh Allen. All right, let me send. All right, Josh Allen and Jamar Chase. Kenneth Walker, Kyron for team number 5. Nico and DK at team 4. Lamar and we will see. on the clock. What's up, Owen? Appreciate you being here, pal. Is Kenneth Walker for HN a fair move? It is on both sides, man. I mean, I guess the best way to answer this, and this is kind of what I've been saying whenever someone asks me this question, is if you could transport me to the third game from now away, then I want HN, because we think Tua will be back. If you got to consider now you're 0-4 or 1-3 and you can't take L's, then, you know, almost got to go with Walker. But he could get hurt, you know. He's been having trouble staying healthy. Drop Braylon Allen for Bucky. I think I already answered that one, yeah. Drop the kicker for now, bro. The kicker for now. Almost on the clock here. MHJ was the guy I wanted. This is kind of the downside of being this late, is that you kind of miss out on some of the big dogs, but you do get back-to-back picks, so it's nice. Not Kwani says Hunt and Worthy for Adams and Downs. Give me Hunt and Worthy. Okay, on the clock, I'll take Dalton and I'll take HN. I don't know why it doesn't move for you. It's kind of annoying. So Jamar Chase, Josh Allen, Dalton Kincaid, Davante Chan. Yeah, buddies. Yeah, buddies. All right, Vampy, I sent you a text back. Thank you, pal. Mason and Smith for Chase, St. Brown, MHJ. Who would you target? What is this? Mason and Smith for Chase, St. Brown, MHJ, etc. Who would you target? Mason and Smith. I mean, that's tough because Mason and Smith is a lot right there. I don't think I'd do it for St. Brown or MHJ, but I would maybe consider it for JJ, maybe Jamar Chase. Yeah, that's hard, bro. I mean, Davante Smith is good. I think we're like worried about him because he's not playing right now, or he wasn't. Now he's on a bye. But he'll come back healthy, bro. He'll come back healthy as can be. All right, we're almost on the clock here. So the team two has Jordan Mason, Malik Neighbors, Jaden Daniels, Amari Cooper. Team number 3, Lamar, James Cook, Marvin Harrison Jr., Swift. Team 4, Nico, DK, Josh Jacobs, McBride. Team number 5, Kyron, Kenneth Walker, George Kittle, Deontay Johnson. Almost on the clock here. I am on the clock. I could go Bauer. Oh, no, I got Kincaid. I'll take a chance on Tyreek here. And then my last pick here. Jeez. I could take a gamble on. You know what I'm going to take a gamble on? My boy. My boy Tank Dell. Yeah, buddies. And he doesn't get drafted. He's not in the top 36 ADP. So that gives you that like difference maker, that differential, you know. Jamar Chase, Josh Allen, Dalton Kincaid, Devon Chan, Tyreek Hill, and Dell. Those are some good receivers. Chase, Tyreek Hill, and Dell. Obviously, Tyreek Hill is tough to gauge, but that's a good team too. I like that squad a lot. Yeah, Tyreek's tough. You know, it's going to happen. The thing you got to understand about Tyreek is he's survived before. It's not like he's done nothing. Smitty, are you confident in ETN bouncing back? As I said on my earlier show today, bro, when I broke the news about both Bigsby and ETN being injured, I said that it could go either direction, and it might be dependent on this game. Like if Bigsby sits and Etienne's solo, because both have a shoulder injury, both are kind of iffy, then, David, thank you. I got both your super chats here. Whichever one goes is the one that could, the one that could smash, you know, and like Etienne could save his job by a solo start, or Bigsby could take over if Etienne sat and Bigsby thrived, or if Bigsby craps the bed and Etienne sits, Etienne can get it back. Tough to say. It really is tough to say. There's no guarantee whatsoever. Did anybody's draft just stop? The server specified host name. What? Did anybody else, like, the draft just quit? It says URL session failed. Who's in this draft with me? What in the hell? It just froze. I can't, even on my phone, I can't refresh it. I don't know if it went through. Let me grab both these chats and put them on my screen here and go over. I appreciate you guys drafting with me. Normally we do more, but it's late. This is kind of a 3 a.m. show. If Adams goes to the Jets, would it be good to trade Ayuk for him? I think Ayuk could be as good as Adams, though. Like, that's Ayuk safer. But I would say I'm okay with this, though. I'm okay with this, Ron, if you want to do that. I'm okay with either side. Appreciate you. Traded for Wilson last week. Should I try and move him for Adams? Move him with Adams, likely going to the Jets. I have Mahomes, AR5, Mason, Bijan. Should I try and move him with Adams? So Adams and Garrett Wilson. I mean, could you get us Chase? I mean, you have to get like a St. Brown, maybe higher than St. Brown. That's a tough one, bro. Or like a Kyron, or an Achane and a Dell, or a hurt JT and a Dell, or a hurt Cooper Kupp and a James Cook. Like you can't give up both those guys and not, get just one player that's below Tank Dell, Yeah, that's tough, bro. Is that what you mean, Garrett? Yeah, you mean Garrett Wilson, and you don't have Adams, though. Do you mean move him for Adams? You said trade Garrett Wilson last week. Should I try and move him with Adams? I don't see Adams on your team. I assume you mean for Adams. I would rather have Adams. Ingram over Andrews. If Ingram plays, yeah, definitely, bro. Thoughts on starting Trey Sermon if Taylor's out? Depends on your options there, Mike. I'd rather have Chase Brown. I'd rather have Kareem Hunt as an example. Appreciate all of you guys. I'll see you all later. Thank you for checking in tonight. Hopefully this breaking news show gave you some insight on what's likely to happen. Again, most likely is the Jets, according to the report. Then the next two options are the Bills and the Steelers that could get into the mix. Appreciate you all. See you all later. Live Monday through Friday. Whenever big news breaks, I also go live. So I'm live every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'm also live additionally whenever news breaks like this. And then we draft a lot. See you all later.